exposing my husband and MIL's plan to sabotage my business. Spoiler, I got epic revenge. My husband, Mark, 35, and my MIL, Carol, 60, have always had an uncomfortably close relationship. Early in our marriage, Carol started subtle attempts to undermine me, criticizing my cooking, clothes, and job. When I started my own small online business designing custom wedding dresses, things went from irritating to insidious. The real turning point came with the heirloom dress. Carol had a hideous 40-year-old deigned wedding dress she insisted I must wear for a renewal ceremony that I hadn't even agreed to. I politely declined, saying I would design my own. That's when Mark started acting strange, constantly asking for details about my business, my client list, and my supply chain. One morning, I noticed Mark had left his personal laptop open. Curiosity got the better of me. There, in a shared Google Doc titled Project Takedown, was their whole plan. And convinced me to use a specific fabric supplier they knew was unreliable. They had managed to make me switch last month. Phase 2 in progress. Mark was secretly canceling small, vital orders from my best fabric and trim suppliers, replacing them with orders from the unreliable supplier. Phase 3. The grand finale. Carol was planning to leave fake 1-star reviews on my business page, claiming my dresses were falling apart, just as several large critical client orders were due. They wanted to see my business fail, believing it was taking Mark's attention away from Carol. I was devastated, but then the cold fury set in. I realized they hadn't just attacked me. They attacked the livelihood I had built. The evidence. I covertly backed up every text message, email, and the entire Project Takedown document. I immediately called my best suppliers, explained a system error had occurred, and placed rush reorders, saving the client dresses. I paid a premium, but it was worth it. The grand reveal. Mark is a regional sales manager for a large conservative textile company. I knew the company had a strict zero-tolerance policy for employees engaging in corporate sabotage. Even of a smaller business, it was in the employee handbook I had once helped him proofread. I anonymized the evidence, except for Mark's name and the specific sabotage details, and sent it to the company's HR and ethics board, presenting it as a clear case of an employee using his industry knowledge and connections for unethical and malicious business interference. Mark was placed on immediate administrative leave pending investigation. When he confronted me, I simply showed him the Project Takedown document and said, "You chose to ruin my life and my business. I chose to save mine." Carol, realizing her golden boy was in trouble, went ballistic, but it was too late. Within a week, Mark was fired. I filed for divorce, citing emotional and financial abuse, sabotage. The divorce is messy, but I have the evidence. My business is thriving, and I'm happier than I've been in years. Carol is currently harassing Mark, blaming him for getting caught.